Yo, what's good? What is good in the hood? We back at it again with your boy Dre, and we got another good one coming at you. We are here in Memphis, and we are flying with our boy LeoStixx86. You can see his Atlas aircraft over there being loaded up, and of course, guys, we are flying for FedEx today, and we are headed to Miami. So what's good with everybody? And thank you guys for joining the stream. LeoStixx86 is also streaming as well, so let's go ahead and see if we can pull his stream in really quick. And I'll stop the music for a little bit so it doesn't interrupt with his audio.
You can see right here on my tablet.
You can hear him in the background.
That's what I will be using to program and do my due diligence here in the cockpit. All right, so let's go.
All right.
Let's go position here.
All right.
Let me know if y'all can't hear me with my head pointing down. I can.
So,
my mic
bada bing, bada boom.
Right, so we're at Memphis. Okay,
Cat here is looking for some attention. So, like I said, guys, we are in his stream now. You hear him right now, so we're just gonna kind of let that ride in the background and get ours done really quick. Actually, I'm gonna mute him so that he is not gonna come through and we don't have any problems there. Let's get on board here, guys, and let's get the aircraft all initialized and ready to go. This is version 2.4. We already loaded it up with 67.5 thousand pounds of fuel, and our payload is already on board of 150,000 pounds. Now what we need to do is get that ground power going, guys, and come up top. And let's get our battery on. Let's get our standby power on and get the navs on so we can start aligning, of course. Get that bus on, as well as getting that ground power situated. Bada bing, bada boom. So here we go, guys. This is going to be an exciting one. I'm happy that Leo was doing this flight. I decided, man, I'm going to fly with my boy Leo. He was checking in yesterday. So Drew Stone in the house. What's good, Drew? Just chilling here. And everything else is going good here, guys. Let's jump down here and get into the FMC. And I know I need to do a few things here. That was a quick transition. I got to fix something there. All right, reference airport. We are at Memphis. Now, Leo, if you guys check his stream out, he's running the ortho, and it looks very nice. Until I get my new computer, I'm not going to download the ortho onto this one. So we just run into regular scenery, man. But we're going to scale it up, of course. So we have everything loaded up. Okay, so that was a smooth transition. Let me do something here and figure out, and then I'm gonna do a radio check with Leo here in a second. Let's see, smooth transition. I'm just gonna go through my cameras really quick. Smooth transition. Okay, this one didn't have the smooth transition, so let's save that because it just jumps over there, and I don't like that. I like to have some type of transition. I think the rest of them have a smooth transition though. I'm just checking all my scenes here. Yes, I believe everyone else has got a smooth transition, no doubt. Okay, cool. So we can save those cameras. The IRS is aligning right now, guys. So in the meantime, Jewstone, 4th Monday, that means tomorrow's Friday. That's right, Drew. I know how you get down. While we're doing this here, let's go ahead and come over to Unicom. We need to make sure that this is on so that it can transmit. So we can get a radio check here to our boy Leo, and we'll do that right now. Any station that's in that radio check, over. So let's run that radio check. He might not be on.
Good evening, my friend. We got you 5x5. How me?
All right, my brother. You got 5x5 as well, man. And I'm just doing my pre-flight right now, and I got your stream in the background. I just have it muted down. So let's have a good one, brother. All right, y'all.
Roger that. You know, we with the shenanigans tonight, so let's do it. Have a good one, bro.
Hey, you too, brother. And we don't have all the fellas with us, so man, we got to bring it, man. We got to bring it. Because we had a group last night, so it's just me and you right now, so we're going to bring the funk, baby.
Sorry, my guy. We got more than enough airplane for everybody, so we're going to go ahead and send this on into Miami.
No doubt, no doubt. All right, guys, so we got Leo on the other channel hooking it up. We can go ahead and get some tunes back on while we're doing our pre-flight. So you can see I had it set up for fast IRS. There's no need to prolong that, man, because it takes too long. So flying time today is 1 hour and 51 minutes for the first leg. And let's go ahead and get that ATIS. And once again, everybody, welcome aboard to FedEx Flight 318 service, cargo service, freighter service to Memphis or Miami from Memphis. And then the plan is to come back to Memphis. So without further ado, let me go ahead and check this weather here and then see what runway we got going. And winds are out of the north. So, you know, the funny thing is I thought that they would have integrated the Avi tab into the actual situation here. 1 second. You doing good, huh? You gonna take a nap? Okay, you can use my robe to cover up if you want, baby. All right, guys, you know how we roll is pilot daddies. We gotta have our kids with us too, man. That's how we roll. All right, Memphis up in there, and let's see where we're at in the field, of course. Yeah, like I said, I'm surprised there is no interface for this on here. That would have been very nice, guys. That would have been very nice. But it is what it is. And if there is one, I haven't seen it yet. Okay, so you can clearly see we are on the north side of the field, and the winds are out of the north. So let's see here. We're definitely gonna do. Let's do this runway right here. Let's see, 9,000. Yeah, we could also come here and do 9. That's only 8,946 feet, but it's at the cargo ramp, so we should be able to get up and at them with this amount of runway for sure. So 9 is east. Give me 1 second. Let me ask Leo. Hey, Captain Leo. FedEx 318 here. Which runway are you going to be taking for departure, brother?
We're going to be taking a 36 center.
Okay, yeah, I figured that too. That's what I was looking at. Okay, 36 center it is, and that's the longest run at 11,120 feet. Appreciate you. All right, guys.
Confirm.
All right, so we're going to do 36 center as well. So you know me, let's just go ahead and put this right here. Now what we can do is start getting into that route. Boom. We're doing Miami. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, let's go ahead and activate that. Departure. We doing 36 center. And we taking this 36 center from the BB King. King himself. Kermie. Transition. I'll check you guys out here in the chat if there's anybody in there. All right, and back into the route after Kermie, we doing MGM, baby. Like the Grand. The VOR. After MGM VOR, we're going to affix a Corey. After a Corey, we're doing Bullseye, which is not spelled traditionally how you want. All right, Bullseye. Want the rope? Huh? Oh, you good? Okay, love you. All right. All right. Bullseye, then we're going to be doing an airway here, which is Quebec 81. Quebec 81 to Indu. All right, after Indu, we have Dance, which is actually the... Oops. Get back to that route. I guess now you have to hit next here in order to go to the next page. That's what was getting me. All right, Delta Alpha November Sierra Echo. Boom. Now we can go into our arrival. Let's look at the winds in Miami and figure out how we are going to be landing, guys. Again, everybody, welcome on board. Third Coast Media, what's up, brother? How you doing? Thanks for checking in, man. We doing it big. We flying with LeoStixx, so you'll see the other content creator that's on the ramp as well. Welcome aboard, everybody here, and let's make it a good one today, guys. Let's make it a good one for sure. All right, we're looking at weather in Miami, and it ain't looking too hot right now in Miami. It looks like there's a storm over there. Let's see what we got popping here. Okay, yep, few scattered, broken, overcast. We got runways out of the north, so I'm gonna do runway 9. I'm sorry, basically out of the northeast at 40 degrees. So I know that filled pretty well, but let's also pull that up on the Avi tab here, and let's get a look at that. All right, because we also need to keep in consideration of runway lengths, and we'll have to keep in consideration taxi instructions on both fields. 40, so there's 8. The cargo ramp though is over here. It's Cargo City, so we can definitely come in on 9. You see that? And that's what's up. Let's also look at Memphis really quick, and let's see low vis taxi routes. Let's see taxi routes. Let's see if there's one for the 747. Standard minimums, low. These are all low visibility taxi routes, so it has nothing to do here with the I don't see anything here regarding the 747-800. These are just low vis taxi routes, standard minimums, standard minimums, standard minimums continued. Okay, cool. We didn't need whatever this was coming in, so let's get rid of that. Come back here to the Memphis chart, and you can see we're right up here on this ramp, man. So let's get that there. So we're gonna choose runway 9 for sure. We're gonna be arriving on the Frogs 1. Of course, it's dance transition, and we're doing ILS 9. And let me do something really quick. Start my Navi grab up here on my other page. Again, man, Thursday, it's almost like a TGIF for me, man. A couple of my kids don't even have school tomorrow, getting ready for this holiday season. So, yeah. Less is more. Less is more the older I get, folks. So, definitely happy about that. As well as they are.
FedEx 318, when you start your push back a little bit further. I'm going to be pushing back nose to the left. Tail to you, so just push back a little bit further for clarity.
Okay, roger that. We'll make sure we'll coordinate our pushback, so when I start pushback or if you start pushback, we can do it that way. I might even just let you push first and then I'll push back afterwards, since my better pushback's not working.
Roger that.
All right, y'all. Yeah, so what I'm basically trying to do right now is just figure out what's the best approach into the Miami area using runway 9. Because if we can get it right now, then we don't have to worry about it later. All right, let me see what waypoints are the best ones here. Oh man, we might even be able to just come straight up final, baby. That is a nice arrival. Yeah, no doubt. Okay, cool. So what we can do is ILS 9. Let's see, Jodhpur. Yeah, it's just final. So let's execute that and see what we get up in the route. Well, let's actually go legs now. Undo, then dance. So let's get rid of that discontinuity here. But this aircraft, don't forget, always execute it. It'll hurt your feelings. All right, then leg. Let's look at this arrival. Don't worry, I'm gonna get you guys in the chat. I'm just trying to be respectful to Leo because it's his stream and I don't want to be the weakest link here, guys. I think we're doing pretty good though. Oh, yep, so we coming down right here for that 9, so direct from leg. Yep, then we can go straight up to grid. I like it, SA. course, the only thing that will change any of this is if air traffic control comes on, but we always ride or die, thinking that we're not going to have ATC on. So there we go, guys. So now let's go to our initial ref. That runway we're taking off is nice and long, so let's take a look at our available flap selections here, which we're just going to do flaps 5 with a runway that long. And of course, now, as promised, let me check y'all out in the chat. Drew Stone says we're behaving so far. So far, just a little bit, man. Just a little bit. Okay, so there we go. We got our center of gravity and our zero fuel weight plugged in. As far as our extra fuel on board, whew, we got a grip of reserves. We got about, let's say, 13,000 pounds for reserves. And we may get a little bit of a harder landing, but I like to put extra fuel in here just to be on the safe side. We're going to be flying at flight level 370 with a cost index of 75.
Yo, big dog, how close are you to being ready for pushback?
Give me about 3 minutes, brother, and I'll be ready for pushback. Just going through performance and initialization, and then get the APU on, and I'll be ready to go, brother.
That's firm.
All right. So this looks good. Let's go to our thrust limit. Outside temperature here in Memphis. Let's verify that. And of course, the altimeter is 3042, and the outside temperature where we're at says it's 9 degrees Celsius. Let me make sure I got my active sky on there, and I'll get that weather report on that as well. Give me 1 second here, and then we'll be up and at 'em. Alright, conditions we're at, yep, temperature is 9 degrees Celsius, so let's switch that up, and you can see it just switched because I updated my weather, so that's perfect. Bada bing, bada boom, guys. We're doing flaps 5. It says invalid flap position, so I guess we're doing 10. We okay with that? We're okay with the plane bossing us around? Alright guys, flaps 10, 30, 45, and 62 is in with the trim of 7. Let's get this APU on and get up out of here, guys. Alright. Start getting these fuel pumps on for the APU. Alright, APU is in the start process. Once that gets up and started, we'll get everything, make sure everything back up here is to auto. Of course, we'll get our isolation valves all good to go. So they should be in the open position right now. And then once the APU comes up, we'll get that engine bleed on. So in the meantime, all right now it's 7.5. We should get an APU running here in a second. It's almost at 100% here. Alright, APU is up and running, guys. It looks good, so let's go back up top and get that APU bleed on. And let's make sure the APU generator is on, which it is. Now we can come down here, of course, and get that ground power off, guys. And looking good here. So let's go ahead and turn on that red beacon. We'll get it to both strobes. Let's get our logos on as well. And let me get my flight book here. Alt Control T. Okay, cool. For my pushback. Okay, radios are on. Let's get our transponder, just a general code here. Let's go ahead and get our transponder on to TARA. Bada bing.
And Memphis traffic, Giant 1118. We're going to be pushing back onto Victor to face west. Memphis traffic.
Let's see. His call sign is Giant 118. And Giant 118, this is FedEx 318. We'll wait for you to get pushed and verify your location before we start our pushback. All right, guys, let me stop the music. Is this about to get real right now? Let's see what we got. I thought I just heard a ding here. All right. So he's going to be pushing now, guys. In the meantime, what we can do so that we're all prepared, let's go over here and get our flight controls on here. Flight controls are good. In the meantime, APU is running. Everything is good. So let's start turning on all of our switches here. And that should be isolation valve open there. So that it should be an open position. If we try to start the engine and it doesn't work, then we'll know what that means. Yeah, man, this thing is a pleasure to fly because everything, even though you need to come back and double check it, is pretty much in the auto position. Our yaw dampers are on. Our electrical engine controls are good. IRS are on standby power. Let's see, service, interphone, cargo. We don't need to worry about that. Fuel transfer, man, everything's looking good, man. For a big boy, she sure can get up and get out him pretty nicely. Let's go ahead and verify him. He is pushing back right now. And if we take a look, okay, let's first of all come over here and get it, because this is one of those aircraft that actually models the ramp. And let's look at what our potential taxi is going to be here, guys. That's what we haven't done so far. All right, so he's pushing back onto Victor right now. So it looks like for our taxi, we can take Victor, Sierra, all the way down to Romeo, basically. Sierra, Romeo. So Victor, Sierra, Romeo is our taxi. And let's go take a look at what our taxi is going to look like. Okay, he's still pushing back. We're just going to push back straight enough so I can make a left turn, and that's going to be it. And then we'll get out of there. So we'll just wait for him to stop his push. And he's Atlas 118. Looks like he's still moving just a little bit. Okay, he's straight. And Memphis traffic. FedEx 318 cargo stand 458 will be pushing straight back perpendicular to Victor, and then we'll taxi left turn on Victor, Sierra, and Romeo to runway 36 center for Memphis traffic. All right, guys. So let us get on board again. Like I said, everything is looking good here. Yeah, we'll have to kind of do our checklist, how we do it. So everything is good up top. We got a red beacon on. Man, not a whole lot going on here, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and, there we go. Parking brake is up. And let me make sure there's no chocks or anything on. All right. Boom. All doors are closed, of course, and sealed. Aircraft is loaded. And let's double check our fuel stores in pounds. There he goes. 638.3 for the gross weight and 67.4 on the fuel. So that's good. Let's go ahead and call for our pushback.
Okay, I'll send a push card.
All right, let me see exactly what those altimeters are doing. Welcome on board, Noah B, Captain Mall, Go missing, LOL. Where is he? We're behaving. Thanks for checking in, guys. What is the flight plan today? Noah B says. Let me see. I might even have it pasted in here. Let me just see if I can paste it. Noah B, that's the flight plan right here for the first leg. Heading on to... okay, so here we go. Parking brake is released. Oh, what is going on there? Give me a second to clear. Man, what was that? Let's see here. Oh, you know what? You're welcome, Noah B. Let's see what was going on here with that, man. Telling you, man, we having pushback issues. So what happened is I think he thought he hooked up, but the parking brake was on. So let's try that again, man.
Okay, a push cart is on it.
That was horrible. Captain Mall says, okay, I'm back. No worries. Guys, don't forget to go and check out LeoStixx86 as well. Drop that like in there. And make sure you drop a like in mine as well. The 747 booty dropped. It did, I know. I think the problem is the parking brake was on and it didn't like that. So we may have to just actually start from right here, man, and just...
Here we go.
Okay, here we go. Let's try this again. So the parking brake is... Oh, man.
Safe travels.
Look at that. So, okay, so you guys see we have some... Man, we are definitely not having any luck with our pushback stuff. We cannot do better pushback. It'll crash the sim. And giant flight 118. We're just going to simply pull off of the ramp. None of our pushback features are working, so we're just going to leave directly from the ramp. So whenever you want to start taxiing, go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and do engine start now. All right, we will be able to climb unrestricted on up. And let me just make sure. Okay, cool. So let's get that altimeter again, guys. Man, Dre had the same issues. I think he meant someone else. Or Drew maybe had the same issues. Let's see, because I am Dre. Let's see here. 3042 for altimeter. Man, we can't even see that. Let's come over here. All right, so we don't have no tug cart. Parking brake is back up. Let's go ahead and go for engine start on number 4. All right, of course, we're waiting for the N2 to come up. Now you can see it's available, so we can go ahead and enter that fuel. And she is coming up, guys. All right, let's go ahead and also start number 3. So number 3 is coming up as well. N2 is rising once we get to about 2021. All right, by the time we look down and throw it up, it's valuable for fuel. We'll let those 2 come all the way up, and then we'll get the other 2 engines started in sequence. And we've got our flight directors on. We'll start out with on that.
1118. We're starting our taxi. We're going to be taxiing via Bravo to Sierra, all the way down to 36 Center, Memphis traffic.
All right, guys, so let's go ahead and get that next engine up and going. APU's on, so let's go ahead and get those flaps set to 10. And starting number 1, guys. All right, right at 20. Bada bing, bada boom. Make sure I got those flight controls on for you guys, of course. And sorry, I meant to say Dre had the same pushback issues. Oh, there we go. I think he meant Leo, no doubt, no doubt. And we got the flight controls on for you guys. So let's go ahead and do our flight controls check now. All right, full up, full down, aileron left, aileron right, neutral, and rudder right, and rudder left. Sorry guys, normally I would do a little bit more, at least pretend I'm going with the checklist, but at this case Leo's already taxiing, so I don't want to do that. And now we can definitely get those packs on, get those isolation valves closed, get the APU bleed off, and let's make sure all of our generators are connected. You guys can see they're in the on position and they're in the auto position, so now we can go ahead and get that APU down and double check flaps and get out of here. Let's go ahead and turn our runway turnoffs on and our taxi on. Let's go double check flaps. Alright, so we are going to double check our flaps. Don't forget trims are supposed to be at 7. So if we look at our initial ref, trims are supposed to be at 7 right here, guys. So now we do have our trim set at 7. We've got the flight plan activated, so let's go ahead and start our taxi. And we'll get the rest of this all situated up here. Don't worry about that. Alright, guys. Memphis traffic, FedEx 318. Pushback from cargo stand 458 will be taxiing Victor Sierra to the base of runway 36 Charlie on Romeo for Memphis traffic. Alright guys, parking brake is released, and normally we wouldn't do this, but we have no choice. Alright. Let's see, we don't have any movement, so we need to see what's going on here, man. Let's see. Let's try this. Alright, let's get this parking brake going here, man. Let's see what's up. Because we don't have any movement. Let's go here and make sure there's park. All switches off. Boom. Open all. Release parking brakes to engage pushback. Okay, let's try this. So there we go. There's a pushback. Is it the yaw? I don't think so. It should be no steering wheel. Should be. Let's see, pilot, hide yoke. These are the only options here. Side tablet, da da da. Nope, that's not it. These are the sound settings. Flight deck, da da da. This is the truck settings. Maybe it will not let you do it unless you push back, guys. But I'm glad it does have a pushback. I think that's the whole deal. I think that's actually what happened. And Noah B, are you, I see another FedEx aircraft over here. Noah, are you flying with us, my friend? So that's got to be what it is if you don't use their pushback system. So I'm assuming Leo had that problem too with his better pushback. Let's see, anti-ice recall. The recall button is... right there. Recall, auto brake. Okay, let's go and stop this now. All right, parking brake is set. Let's try this again. All right, parking brake is off. So you guys see that? You have to do their pushback, or it assumes, he says no, he's flying Microsoft Flight Simulator. It assumes that you still have the wheel chocks on, because now it's moving just fine. So guys, this is the SSG 747 version 2.4. So just keep in mind that you have to most certainly use their pushback in order for it to simulate it's releasing those chocks. Alright guys, so we do have our initial roll out of here. Welcome aboard FedEx flight 318. We are finally starting to roll here, guys. And now we're looking for Sierra. Let's see what we got here. This is Sierra here. Don't forget, we have to drive this thing with some type of finesse to taxi this thing around. You almost got to look like you're overshooting the taxiway, but you got to remember, this thing does sharp turns. It goes Leo all the way down there. And we have to come over here as well. We didn't put our altimeter on this side, so we have to do some multitasking here, guys. See, I don't think I spun it the right way. It's the other way. Okay. Got to drive it from this side. Woo! B09er. 081. And 3066. Let's go back to the first officer or the captain side here for a second. Make sure we're not driving too crazy, man, which we are. And I see somebody in there chatting. I can't really pay attention to it, but I will get to you guys in the chat here in a second, I promise you. So we're looking for altimeter 3066. Let me just double make sure that was actually it. It's actually 3042. I don't know how this one changed on me. Unless they're slave to each other, which I don't think they are, but they may be. 3042. Oh, and they are 3042. So I actually did more work. A lot of the aircraft are, you got to do both sides. So both flight directors are on, and we are on Sierra, of course. I'm kind of glad that I updated the aircraft anyway to 2.4, so it'll probably update the database as far as the airports using the MFD order for taxiing on the runway, which makes it a little bit easier, even though the taxi markings aren't there, but you can still.
And Memphis traffic, Giant 1118 is taking 36 Center at Romeo for departure. Memphis traffic.
Okay, so he's 1118. I've been calling him 118. So we got our altimeters all squared away. Let's see, auto brake needs to go to RTO, which it is. Flight controls and ground equipment is all checked and cleared. We got a nice little taxi here. Flaps are set, of course, here to 10, guys. We're doing good. And here goes Leo, about to dust off. Memphis traffic. FedEx 318 currently taxiing south on taxiway Sierra. Will be turning onto Romeo for base at runway 36 Charlie, lining up and wait for departing Giant 1118 aircraft from Memphis traffic. So there's Leo over there. He is getting his bird ready for the departure. All right, there he goes, guys. We'll see you in Memphis, homie. All right, let's put our little brakes on here. We definitely, I'm just doing this, getting y'all up on the YouTube. We definitely don't want to overshoot this, guys. Let's check final. Memphis traffic. FedEx 318 entering runway 36 Charlie. Will be departing here about 30 seconds for Memphis traffic. All right, guys, you know what time it is. Strobe is on, and you know we got to make that nice wide turn, guys. Line this bad boy up. All right, guys, we are all lined up. Let's come to a little stop here, and I'll check you guys out in the chat once I get up. Okay, last check here. RTO flaps are set to 10, trims are at 7. Let's get our auto throttle on, and all landing lights and strobes are on. Everything is into the auto position, and aircraft is all ready to go. Last thing we need to do, guys, is set that clock, so let's do that now. Clock has been started. Memphis traffic. FedEx 318 runway 36 Charlie is taking off this time from Memphis traffic. Takeoff power is set.
knots.
Cross check.
V1. Rotate.
Rotate. Nice and smooth back. We don't want a tail strike. Positive rate. Gear up. Stage, get flaps up. Memphis Center, FedEx 318, clear of runway 36 Charlie, climbing up to flight level 370 unrestricted. All right, guys. Remember, this thing right here, it likes to pitch up quick, so you better follow that flight director. All right, and up we go. Increase that range. You can see we're right on our path. All right, folks. Just manually flying her. Okay. And we're going to go up another stage of flaps. And we can go ahead and arm that autopilot. Autopilot is armed. Stay right here at flaps 1. Gear is up. Let's make sure that RTO is off, which it is. The bird is climbing, and we are airborne. We're making our first right turn, and we're going one stage, flaps up. We'll be flaps up and clean, of course. Aircraft is climbing. And now, since we're going up to flight level 370, we're going to go ahead and let's look at what the route says here. Still got the aircraft increasing. Gear is up. Let's get those runway turnoff lights off. Taxi light is off. You can see we're still in our right-hand turn, guys, on course. Let's go down here and double check. Stud 331, 331, 85, 370. So there's not any major restrictions here. Let's go ahead and do our flight level change for now. We'll stick to 250. (10,000 feet). Okay, now we're going to up the game. Do 290 for now. We got to check in with Captain Leo and see what he's doing. Let's get those landing lights off. There we go. Man, those touch areas are quite sensitive, guys. So we are up and at them, guys. We are picking up speed. If you look here at our FMS, we're supposed to be climbing now at actually 331 miles per hour. So and she could definitely do it. Slowly increase that speed. She's going to pitch down. And yeah, guys, we are good to go and out of here. And let me check you guys out in the chat. Down in that cargo hold. Let's see here. All right, let's go back up. Captain Mall says trying to get a new sim downloaded to stream later tonight. No doubt, Captain Mall. Noah B says been doing some flights, and he's doing a flight now on MSFS Microsoft Flight Simulator, and he's been flying around Asia. Dre, I got the MSI 38 GPU. It's crazy, man. Can handle MSF Microsoft Flight Simulator very well on full 4K. I couldn't wait any longer, so I paid way too much for the 3080, but oh well. I hate waiting for things. I hear you, Noah B. And he says Microsoft Flight Simulator finally released a replay feature with the new update today on DirectX 12 support. Nice. Still love X-Plane though. It's nice to be able to bounce around the sims. I feel you, man. That's what I'm definitely going to be doing. Captain Ball, Nightbot not playing. That's right. Nightbot got him. Drew says Zumba YT Dre. We should do a flight one day. Absolutely, Zumba YT. Man, you say the word. Go into Discord and propose something. Greenlight Auto Brokers. What's good? To me and chat, what us up? Big dog, green light. And let's see what else we got here. Drew Stone says we out. Weatherman, LOL. X-Plane blew a tire, LOL. XP blew a tire, he's saying. How'd he fit it in his mouth, LOL. And this was a nice departure, broski. Thank you, LeoStixx, for sure, man. Don't forget, guys, Leo is also streaming on his channel. Actually, I'm joining his flight, so don't forget to definitely check his stream out. And I'm gonna be doing so myself. Let's get back into the flight deck really quick and just monitor things. We have passed that transition altitude. Standard. Let's make sure it does it on both sides. And then now, of course, let's pick up a little bit more speed. Going up to 331 on the speed, and then as we start getting to Kermy, everything, we should be at flight level 370, and we're going to be cruising at 0.85 Mach. So here in a second, I'm just going to switch it back over to the GNAV, flight level 216, 20, BB King. Let's see what we do if we stay in VNAV. We should be just fine. Nothing changed, pitch didn't change, nothing else changed. Alright guys, let's just double check something here on the after takeoff checklist. Even though we didn't run through checklists, let's make sure we're not missing anything. See, recall, notes, auto brake, landing data, so on and so forth. That's on the arrival, so we're good there now. Alright, we'll keep it on the status page for now, guys. And let's just run through it again. All lights are off and clean. Everything's looking good up top. We got the beacon on both. Nav is on. Strobe is on. Logo is on. And yeah, guys, we got all our fuel pumps on. And really no complaints here on this departure out of Memphis. Headed on over. We got our clock started, of course. So we'll keep a sharp eye on that. Flying time again, guys, is 1 hour and 51 minutes. And what's Leo's channel? Drew Stone put it in right there. There you go. Very nice. Matter of fact, let's check in on his channel. All right, and you guys can hear Leo streaming on his side. All right, just checking out Leo's stream here. And we are up and at 'em, guys. All right, don't mind us, just on his channel checking in as well. I'm gonna have to look and see how far ahead he is. Let me make sure my TCAS and all that stuff is situated down here. TARA. Oh, you know what we forgot to do, guys? Down here, we forgot to put the seatbelt sign onto auto. Shame on us. Boom, boom, boom. There's nothing else below here. Make sure we also did that no smoking and all that stuff. Should already be the auto, but let's just double check it. Let's run through all of our stuff here. APU off, standby power, Bada bing, bada boom. Be with you in a second, okay, honey? You doing okay? All right, baby. All right, guys. So we are up and at 'em. And yeah, everything else is into the auto position, so we don't have anything to worry about, man. So once we get to cruise, we'll walk around the aircraft a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and mute Leo's stream for right now. Keep you guys where I can hear you, and definitely get some tunes going. All right, passing through flight level 285. Up and at 'em. We are back on our vertical navigation and our lateral navigation here, as you guys can see. Aircraft is performing pretty good so far. Let's go to the progress, and you can see we still got 14.8 thousand pounds of fuel left when we get there. So our prediction about 13 in the reserve is just fine. But it looks like so far our speeds are doing good. And we'll leave it like that just for now. All right. Be getting top of climb here about next 20 miles or so, it looks like. So as we continue to climb, let's walk around this beast. This is the cargo hold, guys. And you can see we have a little bit of empty space right here. If I had probably added a few more pounds or whatever the case may be of cargo, we would have had some more in here. But you can see here, got the cargo on board here, quite hefty. And this was what was chartered for this flight. So we got a couple of little extra room here. We're not all the way full. Of course, you can see right here, this is the ladder that brings us up top into the cabin area, which we can come up there now and pretty much look at the cabin area. See the bird making that change, and I'll show you guys the cabin area more. I kind of got this part right here as a fixed view. Boy, she is looking nice. And don't worry, man, in the future I'm definitely going to be getting ortho. Again, once I get it over to my new computer, this computer has some more storage space, but I use this computer also for work-related stuff. Even before I started streaming and trying to scale up the YouTube channel, I didn't realize I would be doing it with the same computer. So once I get my next computer, I will definitely be downloading all the ortho from Vertical Sims, and the stream, the sim will look much better, guys, aesthetically. For now, it's doing what it can do. So if we run back to the other side, I want to show you guys where we are in the passenger portion of the cabin there, and you can see, actually, let me give you guys a better look. Let's just turn this way. Now you guys can kind of see it. Around the corner is not much, it's just a curtain to go into the cockpit. So this is where the flight engineer, the load master, and all that good stuff sits at. So during the flight. Now, let us, there's another view. Let's see what views I got. Okay, now here's the cool part, which wasn't on the last update, I don't think. There's two sleeping areas. So here's another curtain. Just to the right is where we were at, where the rest of the crew sits. Not the flight crew, because those are on the deck. The other crew, in terms of the load master and any other pilots flying along, this is a shorter leg, so it only requires a first officer and a captain, along with the flight engineer and all that stuff for the cargo. Here's the little bed though, and you get you two more little windows here. You can't quite see the wings though, but that's where we're at right now, guys. And you saw the cargo area, so man, this thing is modeled pretty nicely. Definitely modeled pretty nicely. Let's go back up into the flight deck here and just double check what we got going on with our lives. We are in the Mach Indicated airspeeds now at 0.851. And looking good. Almost to that top of climb, guys. We look on the VATSIM network just to see what we can see. And of course, I forgot to put my flight plan in, so let's do that before VATSIM comes on or the controllers come on and hook a brother up. Let's see, K-Mem, and it's K-Mia. Let me look and check out what exactly. Let me give you guys a better view. Our alternate is KMCO.
And FedEx 318, you got a copy?
And Giant Flight 1118, I got you about 4x5, but still sounding good. How do you hear me, sir?
I got you about 4x5 as well, probably the range. What are you cruising at? What's your speed?
Okay, we're cruising at flight level 370, and we got Mach 0.851 on indicated airspeed, sir.
Okay, sounds good. I'm going to actually increase speed a bit. I'm going to do about Mach 8 so we get some decent spacing on the arrival into Miami.
Okay, roger that. And it looked like I checked VATSIM, you were traveling a little bit faster than I was. That might have been delayed. So we'll keep that monitored, and if I get too close and you come up on my TCAS, then I'll slow it down a little bit for FedEx 318.
Alright, sounds good, bro.
Alright guys, so you heard the man, the myth, the legend, LeoStixx in the house. Let's see if we're going to have any. And Giant 1118, I see a lot of activity down in Miami along with some weather, so don't be surprised if ATC jumps on.
Yeah, I agree with that. So I'll be prepared for ATC.
Okay, roger that. And I'm sure you're doing the same thing, but we're doing it straight in off of the star, right into ILS runway 09.
Okay, yeah, we'll double check that in a second, but we are planned for 09, so pretty sure it's the same thing. We'll go through our approach here in a minute.
Okay, roger that. Giant 1118, and if I step away from the cockpit, I'll just send you a message via the PDC feature in XPilot.
Okay, sounds good, bro. We'll be here.
Roger that. All right, so let me just get this ready now. All right. I just sent him a little message so we can check in that way as well. Right now, there is no ATC anywhere in sight. All right, so I hope you guys are doing well, and we got it on and cracking. Drew Stone says lunar eclipse tonight, well, early AM. Nice. Nice, guys. See if this weather lookup works again, even though it's not going to get us the barrel, but it'll keep you guys abreast of what the actual weather is doing in Miami. If Nightbot is working. And I might have to capitalize Miami. We'll see what comes back. It doesn't look to be cooperating, man. All right, so there we go. Weather from Miami. Conditions are cloudy with a temperature of 71 degrees Fahrenheit or 22 degrees Celsius. And Drew Stone always coming through. And this one does absolutely include the altimeter setting, which is 3009 or 3007, I should say. And what I'm going to do now, it's usually not going to change much after that. I'm going to go ahead and make it to where we don't have to do so much. So I'm just putting it in a standby for now, even though it'll change here shortly. There we go. Now let's come down in our FMC and just check some stuff out. Let's go to progress and let's look and see what that top descent is. Not showing up there yet. Let's look on the initial ref. You might also get it, which we don't. Look, we already got the ILS and everything. That's what I love about this bad boy too. HD simulation. What is good? What is good? HD. And don't forget, guys, we also got HD. He's going to be streaming at 6:10 today, unveiling Vertical Sims Boise scenery. So we'll definitely be checking in the HD's stream here and giving them showing them some love and support when he comes on today at 6:10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It looks like 9:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we'll be supporting him as he helps Vertical Sims roll out that new payware scenery. And let's take a look at this tablet, what it's doing now. So basically, once you get up and at them, it's pretty cool. It gives you the ground speed, kilometers per hour, altitude in meters and feet, which is pretty good in case you fly somewhere like China. Elapsed time up. It's got the clock started. Distance to go. Says it's 218 nautical miles, so not bad at all. Let's take a look at something here. Yeah, so we got top of descent there, so it's a pretty short leg. We'll be landing and then we'll be heading right on back into the Memphis area. Let's look and see exactly. Well, let me first of all see where the real FedEx flights start. Oops, that's not what we want to do. I messed up, did that yesterday. There we go. So the real FedEx flight, guys. So this is a real route. It's just going to say the cargo ramp. I don't know what I was thinking. It's not going to give a gate on FlightAware. So we have to make that up ourselves. So We don't have to get rid of Memphis. We're coming back to Memphis, so we'll keep some of that stuff up there. So again, once like I said, we are landing 9 here, and then you got Cargo City, which is basically off of Romeo, and we have Western Cargo Uniform and Eastern Cargo Uniform. So we'll ask them which one that we're going to fly into. So it's pretty simple. Plenty of landing runway here on 9, and we can do any Tango 7 uniform or Tango 8 for high speed, and then no matter what, back on Sierra. Or high speed, if we've already got off, we can most certainly get to Sierra, come here to Yankee, and follow Yankee around, merge on the Romeo, and bada bing, bada boom. And Giant Flight 1118, just as an FYI, FedEx Flight 318 will be arriving into Miami and parking at the Cargo City ramp right off of Romeo, sir.
That's affirmed. We can do Cargo City. I'm okay with that.
Okay, yes, sir. And you are flight lead, might I add. So if you want to park somewhere else or do a different procedure, you just let me know and we'll follow in line as your number 2 for FedEx 318.
Yeah, whatever's easier, it doesn't matter.
All right, roger that. We'll plan on the Cargo City parking unless otherwise given direction by El Capitan LeoStixx, my man. All right. So, rolling right along. Yes. Big up, guys, and don't forget any content creators that come in here, I'm always going to shout them out. Like LeoStixx86, of course, HD Simulation as stated just a minute ago, will be going live. Guys, follow their channels. Follow their channels for sure. Leo put his in here. And yeah, Captain Maul, he's also a content creator who's in the stream as well. Go check him out. I rode along with one of his streams the other day, and he was flying a different simulator. So he says he's trying to upload a different one, so we'll see what that one is. All right, so what we're going to do now, actually, let's go, because this flight is actually not that long. Rock City strong. Big up, big up, big up to you guys. We got Rock City in the house. Welcome to the stream, Rock, and he also flies with us quite a bit.
Giant 1118 to FedEx 318.
Go ahead, Giant 1118.
I now dub you Dr. Dre.
Hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. I appreciate you that. Appreciate that, big dog. Appreciate it. Dr. Dre it is, baby.
Yes, sir. Call sign is now Dr. Dre.
For sure, Captain Leo. For sure, Captain Leo. All right, so you guys see what's up. He dubbed me Dr. Dre in the house. We're going to be a doctor of aviation today, I tell you that. Okay, so runway, we can do a landing at flaps 25. There's plenty of runway there. So we'll plan on 25. There's our VREF there right now, as calculated right now. Now, if we look at our legs here, what we really want to do is get our arrival up. Okay, so we are transitioning dance right here, which means FARPO we should have above flight level 340, and you can see it's right here above flight level 340, and then after that Betel above 320, which we are. Okay, above flight level 280 for Matsy, which is right here. RAP above 15, and null 1614. Oh, let's see, we don't go in null. We go frogs, and then art. Okay, here's art 250. Yep, at 11,000 is what it's got us. Let's see, then Aspen below 10,000. Yep, 750. PB and J, that's making me hungry. Above 8,000. Mab, Yankee Bravo, 7,000 above. And then leg at 4,000. Okay. Now we have that. We also need to pull in the ILS approach. Runway 9. I believe grit will be our initial fix, and they want grit at 3,000, so that's very seamless. Grit at 3,000, and we all in it for a straight-in departure, guys. So we'll just continue to say we're descending via the frogs, and let's see, what's the name of this? Frogs 1. Okay, cool. And finally, to double check the radio, the frequencies on our approach, it's ILS 110.9 eyeball with a course heading of 92. 110.9, you can see here, course heading 92, guys. So we are doing well, folks, in terms of our prep. No worries there. You know, we haven't done a flyby, man. What's wrong with me? Woo, she looking good. Let's do one more of those, man. Maybe a few more. She's smoking, boy. Oh! All right. Drew Stone says the man says sometime between tomorrow and the 30th for the last part for Rock City. It's very beautiful flying here today, but we are expected to get into some weather once we get into the Miami area, so we'll see how that goes. See what the scale is. $80. Okay, the scale is 160. So we got about 320 nautical miles or so until our top of descent. So that's probably about 35-40 minutes. So until then, guys, sit back and relax. And let's give you guys a nice little wing view. Oh, thank you. Did I put 88? Let's see. Change the title. It's LeoStixx86, not 88. Okay, I'll have to change that. I'll change it after the stream there, Drew, simply because I don't want the stream to crash, so must have typed that in quick on the title. So for everybody in the chat, if the title says LeoStixx88, that was because I was rushing to get the stream going. But it's LeoStixx86, and if you're watching the stream, he's right here in the the chat as well. And after this, my stream is done, I'll go back and re-edit the title of it. Because I don't know what would happen if I edit it right now. Let me see. I'm gonna do it right now. LeoStixx86. All right, I got that done. Yeah, I did it, Drew. I was brave, bro. I was brave. I did it. So hopefully it'll update in a minute. It'll probably stay the same since you're clicked on the stream, unless you go back and click on it. Drew said, yeah, don't mess around during the flight. I did it. I went back to the edit and got it back to 86. Sorry about that, Captain Leo. No disrespect there. So it's definitely LeoStixx86, guys, not 88. So that was my oversight. That tablet off for now, guys, and we cruising. And thank you, Drew, as always, man. You always looking out, bro. I appreciate it. Man, that scenery is nice. Cruising along, guys. Cruising along. All right. So you can see the cockpit is still modeled pretty nicely. Of course, we got plenty of room. Anybody flying Jump Street, anybody flying First Officer, this is where you're going to sit. These nice, cozy Queen of the Sky seats, if you know what I mean. This one a little further out so we can keep that top of the scent and that green right there. And let's do a quick check of the aircraft in terms of our estimated fuel. Woo, we got estimating that we're going to land with 26,000 pounds of fuel. That's pretty heavy. So if we don't get a butter, it's because of these weights right here. We're landing pretty heavy still with 26,000 pounds of fuel in there. Yeah. So we got that going on. It's on here, 615 gross. Cruising right along, guys. So, even though I closed that Abby tab, let's come here and we need to take a look at here. Let's get this down here again, guys. Get that out of your view. So our ILS decision height is 207. There we go. So it's 207, we round up to 210. We have our radio altimeter set for the ILS, of course, here, which is here. ILS decision height is 207, so that's in. Our missed approach. Climb to 800, then right climb to 3000, direct to the VKZ VOR and hold, continue to climb and hold to 3000. So you can see the Virginia Key. VOR is just basically right here to the southeast of the field, if you will. We're landing east already, so we would just continue to go east right here and then come to the Virginia Key VOR and do what we got to do. Let's make sure that's also in the FMS. It's right here. So you climb to 800, but then we need to climb to 3000 there at the VKZ. So that is that. And once again, everybody, welcome to the stream. If you're just now joining, welcome aboard FedEx Flight 318. Today, we fall in line as number 2, flying with our homeboy, LeoStixx86. This is actually his route. He announced earlier that he was going to fly. So I said, you know what? Let me jump on and support my man, LeoStixx86. So that's what's up. Not to mention the guy is hilarious, a great pilot, great simmer. And I just like hanging out with good peeps like you guys. So that's why we're doing this. And yeah, we got some cruising to do here for a little bit, but other than that, we are up and at 'em, guys, en route to our destination on the VATSIM network to Miami International. And so far, no ATC has jumped online yet, which is cool with me. But we are for sure making this happen, guys. We're taking names and doing a body count, baby, as we continue to make this happen. Weather doesn't look too bad into the Miami area, but there is some weather just to the east of Miami International, right off the coast. So we'll see what happens there. Let me make sure my weather radar is all situated here. Let's see, gain. So this, everything's pretty much here in the auto. The only thing you can kind of mess with is the gain, so that's the tilt of the radar, whether it tilts above, you know, down, level. That's what it's talking about. And I'm flying earlier in the day, which is funny. You can go to Leo's stream. It looks like he's flying a little bit later in the evening, which is cool. Gives a little bit of contrast on the route during the same time. So again, guys, the pleasure to fly this route with my man Leo. Yeah, we'll keep riding along here. I'm gonna step out the cockpit for a second. I gotta make some coffee, hit the bathroom break. I'll be right back with you guys here shortly. So until then, hold it down. Be right back, peeps. Alright, peeps, I'm back. Didn't eat anything significant, just got me a cup of Joe. Cheers to everybody on this Thursday here. Thanks for joining, guys. Again, we are flying along with our man LeoStixx86 up in the house. He is actually ahead of us. Let's get a little flyby going on here since I've been out the cockpit, man. Smoking, guys. She is smoking. Thanks for flying along, everybody. Once again, always appreciate the support. If you guys are new to the channel, please subscribe and hit that like button if you could, and share it out if you don't mind. Christmas does come early, man, and you guys are always giving me Christmas presents by being on board and spending your valuable time with me. Let's check in with Leo here in a second and just see how he's doing. Okay, he's moving right along. He's got about 39 minutes to go. Let's look and see when that top of descent is coming, of course. Progress here. We still don't have top of descent up in there. Once we get close enough, well, actually, you know what we can do, guys? We can just come over here and take a look, man. So we got top of descent, probably about 180 nautical miles, guys. That's probably like 10 minutes or so, 10-15 minutes. Okay, now we're going to be...
318, you got me.
And Giant 1118, I got you, and I know TOD is coming soon. I got you 4x5 still.
Hey, did you get my my message on XPilot? I'm not sure I'm doing it right. Like, I just replied to the one that you sent me. I've never used it before, so.
All right, brother, you might have. I was away from the cockpit getting coffee and a banana. I'll check that out, and I'll give you a confirmation if you did it right, brother. I'm sure you did. Let's see. Let's check that out.
You can just send it through a message if you got it or not.
Okay, copy that, Giant 1118, and let me know when you start your top of descent. It looks like we have enough spacing, so it shouldn't be an issue.
All right, that's fine. We are currently 175 out from top of descent, so it'll be a little minute.
Okay, roger that, and I'm going to respond to you. You did the message right. I'll respond to you in XPilot.
Say again your last, I didn't get that.
I was just saying I'll respond to you in XPilot, Giant 1118. I see you did it correctly, so I'll respond to you there, sir. All right.
Okay, cool.
All right. And Giant 1118, have you already got your flight plan for the return trip back to Memphis, sir?
Negative. I'll be able to plan that once we land. I use Velocity, so I don't know how you do yours, but once I'm able to close out the flight on Velocity, it'll repopulate so I can plan for the return flight.
Okay, no doubt. What I'll do is I'll do my flight plan now using SimBrief, match it up with FlightAware real flights, and then I'll send you a PDC through XPilot to show you what my route is, so when you get down and access Volanta, you can compare the two. And if yours is different, I'll alter my flight route to mirror yours.
Look at that.
In for it. All right, guys. So, with that being said, let us be very productive. He's gonna definitely get the same one because it's pretty much for every aircraft, whether it's passenger or cargo, is filing the same thing. Hurricane 1 smells transition, Quebec 116 airway, exiting that POR Victor Uniform Zulu. Transition waypoint is Wazer on the vanes, or the vanes too. Alright guys, so we're getting this all situated as I enjoy my cup of joe. Let me check you guys out in the chat just to make sure I'm not being remiss in anything. And you guys are all well behaved and just all so quiet in the chat. Drew Stone says stay hydrated. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Stay caffeinated is more like it, Drew. Which you probably don't even need caffeine, Drew, man. You just on a natural stay awake 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, including the leap year, my man. Drew Stone in the house. I'm telling you guys, this guy sleeps standing up with his eyelids open. Oh, man. You guys know what's up. We'll probably be slightly heavier on the way back. Return trip, we're going to be bringing more cargo out. This one we brought about 149,000, almost 150,000 pounds of cargo. We're going to up the game on that. We're going to be bringing 180,000 pounds of cargo back. And we'll have, let's see, boom, 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 5 passengers on board. I'm including the captain, first officer, and we better make it 6. Flight level 380, boom, boom, boom. Cost index is going to be 75. Extra fuel. There we go. To generate that flight. Just getting the flight plan ready to go. So once we touch down and get the aircraft unloaded, we can go ahead and And it's the same thing, man. On the return trip, we got the same exact thing. Hour and 57 minutes on the return trip, guys. So it'll be later, so I'm assuming we probably have some ATC coming in somewhere. Fuel it's asking for is 75,377 pounds, but again, that's because we're heavier with that cargo in there. So yeah, and if we didn't want the 3,000 pounds of extra fuel, it would be 72,000 pounds. So those 3,000 pounds is not a big deal. I just use that for extra taxiing, APU time, really. And flight level 380. And if we leave east, which more than likely will, we're going to be right in a storm. Matter of fact, when we land, we're going to see this storm coming down. It should be off the nose or off the left side. And of course, as we get more onto over the peninsula area, off to the right, we should see some weather as well. And I'm talking about time now, right now. Binga says, hi. Captain Mall says, have a feeling something going to go wrong with X-Plane and that blown out tire. I hear you, Captain Mall. Hopefully it doesn't. Drew Stone says, I drink coffee like 5 times a year. Man, so that means Drew Stone only gets sleepy 5 times a year at the minimum. Or at the max, I should say. Minimum and max. So big up to Binga. He's in the house checking in. Appreciate everybody for riding along. Guys, go ahead and do me a favor. Smash that like button if you can. Appreciate that. And let's keep this rolling, guys. We are on our way to the Miami. As you can see here, the aircraft wasn't completely full, but we do have our cargo containers on here, as you can see right here with the cargo loaded. Got a nice little view from the passenger cabin up top on the second floor of this beautiful, beautiful FedEx Boeing 748-800 Freighter Edition. Woo! Coffee was so good, almost made me drool, man. Skyhawk Sim Pilot, sorry I'm late. I was in the gym, just got home. Hey, Skyhawk, hope you lifted some weights for me, man. Appreciate you. Thanks for checking in. No worries. Got to stay healthy. Got to keep them guns on point. Got to keep that metabolism up, man. Got to keep living. In order to do that, you need to exercise. Try to eat right. And also keep your stress low and treat others right. And you'll be all right. Good to go. Bingo. You going to Miami reminds me of me going to Orlando to Volcano by the Water Park. Not sure if you've ever heard it. Never heard of it. But I'm sure it's awesome there, Binga. Skyhawk Sim Pilot says, always. That's what's up. Hey, Skyhawk Sim Pilot, for sure, man. We got to fly soon together, man. On the VATSIM network. Doesn't matter if you got Microsoft Flight Simulator or X-Plane or whatever. It'll be all on the VATSIM network, so we can get down with that. Drew, you silly. Drew Stone's talking about how I'd go to the gym, but those weights are heavy. That's what I'm talking about, Drew. That's what I'm talking about, man. Those weights are so heavy, man. I don't even know what they're doing in there. Who put all those weights in there, man? Binga said Volcano Bay is what he meant. No doubt, no doubt. Oh, man. You know we clowning? All right, you guys can see that weather's starting to pick up off that left side. All right, guys, we got top of descent in roughly about 90 miles or so. Let's see if it shows up down here yet. So let's see. We got Indu and 41 nautical miles. Everything's looking good here. Between, it looks like, boom, 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 Farpo and Bettel, or actually between once we get to Dance, so between Dance and Farpo, you can see we'll start our descent. And again, the last on our arrival is leg at 4,000. So let's go ahead and put that into our standby, or let's put that into the MCP. We'll keep it long range on here, and it's just a nice southeastern arrival, no pressure at all. So I really like this. It doesn't always happen like this. Skyhawk Simpilot said I would love to fly with you this weekend. I think I'm free. No doubt, let's do it. Skyhawk Simpilot for sure. For sure. Skyhawk Simpilot says he does have X-Plane 11. Of course you do, because you showed me your settings. But I was just saying it doesn't matter what sim. I guess is what I'm referring to. Absolutely, Skyhawk, man, because Skyhawk's like you got some skills behind that yoke. Or the side stick, you know, or if you're flying the Embraer, those handlebars, but I don't think we have any simmer handlebars, which it would be cool to have those Embraer handlebars, and that'd be nice, man. That'd be really nice to have those. But I don't think we're going to have those, man. So yeah, we'll see if we can get Skyhawk Simpilot on board, and yeah, definitely let's plan on that. Skyhawk Simpilot doing a flight on the weekend for sure, broski. I'm using broski now from my boy Leo. All right, looking good, guys. We are looking good. Dre, what do you think is better, Microsoft Flight Simulator or X-Plane 11? Honestly, Benga, I don't have Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. My dad is, and a bunch of people have it. I don't have it not because I don't want it. I definitely want it. I just don't want to install it on this computer. I'm getting my new computer. I'm going to put it on there. And then I'm even going to migrate X-Plane 11, everything over there. But what I would say is X-Plane is definitely further along in terms of what it does right now, although Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 isn't fully where it should be. Obviously, I think they're both great in their own right. I believe they're both great in their own right, and really normally people try to do a side-by-side comparison, but it's like the difference if you like two brands of shoes. I use Nikes to run, I use this other one to do this. Or you use them both to run, but one performs better in this category while the other performs better in this category. That's all I can say, man. I haven't flown it yet, so I really got to get in there and do some flying around and see how user-friendly it is for me. It looks to be pretty user-friendly. Skyhawk Simpilot says he's got the honeycomb yoke, a basic Logitech throttle, quadrant, and rudder pedals. And that Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 is not so good physics-wise. Scenery is great. So there you go. That's the difference in the Nike shoe and the Puma or the Reebok or the Adidas or whatever it is. You want the real flight physics with okay models and you know, okay whatever, X-Plane 11 for sure. You want some great scenery, you want some whatever else, you know, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 has to offer, then go there. Yeah, but personally, X-Plane is better because I was doing a flight in Microsoft 2020. This is Benga saying this, and my plane just froze midair for no reason. And he put, yeah, graphics are amazing though, for sure. For X-Bone, it's not good either. Drew Stone says. But Benga says X-Plane is more realistic. And how are the new settings feeling? Skyhawk Simpilot says. And again, Skyhawk Simpilot, man, big up and thank you for that. It's running much smoother. It's running much smoother. The only thing I found that is a little off, even when I wasn't running Vulcan, so prior to 2 flights ago, so when we landed in Costa Rica, I was still doing OpenGL. Prior to that, my better pushback would still glitch. I'd have to escape once and go back in and it would do it. Now, my better pushback is crashing the sim, and that's after I downloaded the most recent update, which is supposed to be Vulcan compatible and all that. So I'm sure it's another plugin that's potentially causing that to crash, and I have ground handling cert. Let me see. So the plugins that I have that you can see here on the plugin menu are these. Pack X, which I didn't even know you could get packs in here, so that's cool. Ground handling, Pax X, Pilot Edge, obviously XPUIC, Reality GTN, X Enviro, which is off, X Pilot, which is settings. You know, I can control some settings in here, the labels and stuff. The Avi tab, better pushback, obviously, which is not doing me too good. Fly with Lua, SimCoder's head shake settings, Nimbus airports, which is only going to happen in select airports. I think the airport in Miami is a Nimbus airport. The SAM for the moving gateways and all that good stuff, X camera, and the Dream engine. So that's what I have. No, I was not using Vulkan before. Bingo. Yeah, and I was missing out. And Captain Miles says, I think people don't use Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's graphics. X-Plane is more realistic. And yeah. Let's see what else we got here. Skyhawk says, really, maybe my better pushback works normal. It could be another plugin. Yeah, I think it is Skyhawk SimPilot. I actually think it's another plugin that's causing it to crash. So I'll have to sit one day that I'm not going to do a flight that day and go take a take a plugin in and out. I think I took my ground handling out already. Let's see. No, it's still here. So the other one that I'm thinking it might be this ground handling one. But I don't know. That's literally just a straight guess. It could be a number of any other ones. So I don't know which one it is. Yeah, Benga. So yeah, Skyhawk SimPilot put me on to get my stuff up ready. And I knew about Vulkan. I just wasn't using it because before I really didn't have no serious issues until as recent. So yeah, so I'm on Vulkan now, guys. I got my settings a whole lot better thanks to Skyhawk SimPilot. So thank you for that once again. Big up. He did definitely help me out, man. So trying to make sure I didn't miss any of the comments here. True Stone said Microsoft Flight Simulator is like a trophy wife. Looks good. All right, we are 16 miles out from top of descent. All right. Okay. So it looks like we're reeling it in. Yep, now we got our top of descent, and we got 58 nautical miles to go. All right. All right, I'm just stopping that transmission. And Giant Flight 1118, this is FedEx 318. Not sure if that last transmission was for us. I had the music on and you came in about 3 by 5. If that's for us, you can go ahead and repeat that, sir. I don't think last transmission was for us. He might have been doing a call out. As you can see, we probably got a good 20-30 miles distance between us. If he's starting his top of descent in 16 nautical miles, and then we had 57. Yeah, he's a good 40 nautical miles away from us, so we may not be picking him up accurately right now. Or that call wasn't for us, one of the two. Let's see. Skyhawk SimPilot says I got Sam, Fly with Luda, Better Push, X Enviro, and 3D Sounds. Okay, cool. So yeah, I'm definitely, and you know what? I haven't even been using the ground handling because it was glitching anyway. So I'm gonna give that a whirl and see really if that's the issue. To be honest with you. All right, let's see. We got a few more miles here. I don't know if I want to turn the music back on or not. Let's look down here, and 43 nautical miles to go. And then once we start our descent, for sure, we're not going to have any music going on. I think we might have time for una canción más, one more song, guys, and then it'll be go time. Skyhawk Simple says he'll be right back. All right, no doubt. Take your time. Thank you for letting us know that, though, for sure. Very nice scenery, very nice scenery. All right, let's check it out on the other side. Let's see if I move this over. What is going to happen? There we go. We got a little bit better of a view of those wings. And if we want to save that, we got to come in here. And don't forget, we already have our descent profile for our star, or our top of descent. We already have that MCP set to 4,000, and the aircraft is on the vertical navigation profile, so we'll be monitoring that speed coming in there. And yeah, all right, winds at 5 knots out of the east at 50 degrees, and nothing gusting. Altimeter is now 3008 in the Miami area, and we got a few clouds at 1,500 feet, scatter clouds at 2,800 feet, and overcast at 9,000. Temperature there is 22 degrees Celsius or 69 degrees Fahrenheit, and that's what's happening in Florida. So I should call Geo, man, and be like, man, your weather's doing pretty good down there. It's not as hot. Well, it's later in the evening anyway, so that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. All right, guys, we're not messing around. What do we got? 20 nautical miles. That TOD is coming soon. All right, I'm ready to stop the music here in a second. Dave McKee says, good evening all. Good evening, Dave McKee, for sure. And welcome to the stream, guys. Check out Dave McKee's channel too, guys. There's his handle down there, and look at his little icon. It's just Dave space McKee, Mike Charlie Kilo Echo Echo. He does videos as well. Check him out. He likes to fly a lot of vintage and GA aircraft. He is the GA king. Miami, thank you, Drew. It's exactly what I said. So let's update our altimeter setting to 3008. All right, we got 3008 in there, and of course we got top of descent coming. Top of descent is definitely coming up. That's right, Drew says Dave is the GA man. Yes, he is. Cheers to everybody here on this Thursday flight. Don't forget, at 6:10 p.m. Pacific time, 9:10 9:10 for the East Coast, and Dave, I made Dave mob, but he says no thanks, you can remove it. Dave wants no additional work at all. I'm sure everybody else is trying to mod Dave. He's always supporting, and it was just a matter of you supporting Dave. But that's good looking. Dave says, do not make me a moderator, Dre. I don't want the responsibility. We love you anyway, Dave. Dave, peace to mind, man. All right. Let's look at top of descent. 4 nautical miles, and now we should be starting that top of descent now. Let's monitor the aircraft, and of course you guys know what that means. It means it's time to get the music off. And before I forget, there we go. All right, guys. Now let's get our profile up here for the Frogs 1. Miami International and surrounding traffic. FedEx 318 is out of flight level 370, descending via the Frogs 1, expecting full stop runway 9 for Miami and surrounding traffic. Dave says, I appreciate the thought. It has nothing to do with responsibility, just it's not necessary to have plenty of other mods. Oh, I feel you. I'm pretty much modding up everybody that comes and is very supportive. Not that everyone's not. But to me, this is my core set of people here that definitely take this flight sim thing to heart and want to see only good and positive things on there. So the more for me, the merrier that are of that spirit and mindset so that we don't have any shenanigans for folks coming in. There have been a few times that some people came in and my wife is she'll get on you quick, boy, and I tell her, hey babe, you know, don't let me release you on them because my wife will tear you up, man. So but thanks anyway, Dave. It's all love. Besides, man, I'm kind of new at this letting people be a moderators type of thing, so cheers, Dave. So we have started our descent, and I don't know how far we are away from Captain Leo, but I haven't heard any call-outs or anything, and I'm not sure if he heard mine, so let me just wish him well on his landing. Let's open up his stream. No, I'm checking on him too.
We still got a nice low sun set. Nice looking departure to, arrival to Miami. There's way back there.
Oh, yep, and he can see me. So, all right. So you guys. Hi, buddy. There you go. And the cool thing is, Captain Leo's stream, his time is different, and he's running ortho and I think probably better clouds. So if you guys want to check that out too, you can go up in there. Uh-oh, Miami Tower's on 119.3. I better get out of Leo's stream. And let's jump back in. Thanks, Drew. Miami Tower's on 19.3. And Dave McKee says, all love. That's right. Almost that time, homie. Yes, sir, Captain Leo. Yes, sir. And let's see, 119.3. Let's go ahead and get that pre-program in so we can stay ahead of the aircraft. 119.3. There we are. And KFLL, let's see. Oh, okay, yeah, so it's not, it's the tower is actually out of Fort Lauderdale, so we'll leave it in there, no big deal. We're still on Unicom, so it doesn't hurt. We'll still be on Unicom, And there we go. And Miami International surrounding traffic. FedEx 318 is ascending via Frogs 1. Currently at flight level 268, expecting full stop runway 9 for Miami and surrounding traffic. All right, let me see if I can slide my seat back a little bit and get away with it. I gotta look left and right to make sure the seat isn't an issue. That's actually perfect right there. You guys know what I gotta do. Gotta come up here and you gotta save this. Actually, yeah, we'll save this. Let me also adjust. This is my static view, so I don't have to keep messing with the track IR. Let's adjust this one too. Okay. And I might have to even go back and adjust this one. Let's see here. Because if you don't save it and you change it again, you got to go back and resave it again on X camera. So yeah, this is good right here, guys. I don't need to be too far back. I like the fact that this one doesn't have the seat come into my scene. All right, let's respond to El Señor LeoStixx. And let's just make sure we fly the published speeds. And then we'll, no matter what, 280 at Rackle. So I believe we both definitely hit Rackle, whoever's coming in on the departure or the arrival. Let's make sure Rackle's in there. Okay, Rackle, yep. Okay, so we're looking for 280. She's speeding kind of fast, so let's get that speed brake out a little bit. See them speed brakes deployed out there. All right. Go back and get them one more time. Keep giving you guys the wrong view. All right, we'll let those speed brakes work. We don't have anybody on tower, which is peculiar. Captain Shield says, Dave is all good. I hope you're doing well for sure. Thanks for checking in, Captain Shack, everybody. Captain Shack is in the house, and that's just letting us know we can get rid of those. And Captain Shack says, gonna need a guys weekend, drinking, shooting guns, etc. For sure, man, big time for sure, Drew. I'm down with that. And you guys know that's what I do for a living. You guys know that I train folks to shoot and do all that good stuff. I don't know if you guys know that, but I'm just letting you guys know that I do. Well, that's always a good time. That's always a good time, guys. That's exactly what I do for a living. I don't know if you guys know that, but handling firearms and shooting and doing all that good stuff, That's definitely something that I do quite frequently. Here, let me show you guys something here. All right, so this is the other company. Here I am here along with my brother in arms. These are all pretty much, well, he's a student. Some of these guys are students. This is my oldest daughter here. She comes out on the job site with me sometimes too. This is Nate King, former Marine, Special Forces Marine, former SWIC, Special Forces Navy. And then there I am, guys. And that's what we do, guys. This guy here, Nate King, he actually created this awesome Reaper target, which is one of a kind. It's being sold to Special Forces and law enforcement now, guys. So just to let you guys know, man, guns and shooting, man, you guys are speaking my language. You guys are for sure speaking my language. That's what I do. Yeah, Dave McKee says, being Canadian, I despise guns, so hard pass. No worries, Dave. To each their own, man. To each their own. I do not despise firearms. I've made a living off of firearms, but protecting others. That's my job. Rock City said, thought you thought how to drink. Captain Shaq says, wait, Dre, I drink and shoot guns for a living. That's right. That's what Captain Shaq says. Yeah. But I said I drink and shoot firearms, but what y'all didn't know, it was water that I'm drinking. I'm just messing with y'all. Anyway, back to business here. We're getting close. No more messing around. We're out of the standard. Let's get our auto brake set up for our landing. We're gonna go to auto brake 3, which is one of my favorite in this aircraft, and continue our descent. Miami International and surrounding traffic. FedEx 318 is currently at 13,600, descending via the Frogs 1, direct Frogs, passing Frogs, and 10 nautical miles, expecting full stop, ILS runway 9 for Miami and surrounding traffic. All right. We are doing well, and I'm telling you, man, I'm really enjoying this arrival without ATC. It's working well. So there we go. But I will say one thing about the guns, Dave. I definitely believe here in this country, the United States, that a whole lot of people, especially in Texas, don't need to be walking around with firearms. For sure. I mean, me being in the industry of teaching people about firearm safety, how to use it, self-awareness, how to defend yourself, and all that good stuff. I tell you what, most of that training is needed so that the people that do legally buy a firearms that have no clue what to do know how to use that firearm and be safe.
22.5 mile final for ILS 09, Miami traffic.
All right. Jewstone 77. Oh, Wisconsin. or Wisconsin. Yeah, I used to live in Minnesota right next to Wisconsin. I used to go to Wisconsin Dells and all that too, so I'll agree to that too, man. Aviator JT's in the house. What is going on? Aviator JT, thanks for joining the stream. Guys, we are inbound to Miami. Captain Shaq is asking, hey Dre, do you work with handguns or more so with rifle and long guns? Both, Captain Shaq, both. We do the long rifle. So we primarily teach advanced shooters, primary and secondary drills, right? So you'll have your primary weapon and your secondary weapon. For us, primary weapon is going to be your rifle, secondary weapon is going to be your handgun. But we also do long shootings too. Aviator JT says, I'm going to get to 400. I'm going to get you to 400. Give me a second. Thank you, Aviator JT. That is good looking out, guys. So yeah, Shaq, we pretty much do it all, man. The CEO of 91 Academy, which is my boy Chad Talbot, he basically is SWIC, and if you guys don't know what SWIC is, those are the folks that actually special watercraft crewmen, and SWIC came about with the frogmen in Vietnam. But that guy's the real deal, and he also went to Iraq on a diplomatic protection for Department of State. Anyway, we'll get into that later, but we do it all, Shaq, man. We do it all. Hello, sir. Do you agree if we squeeze into the queue behind? If no, I will go in space behind. Hello, sir. If you agree. Okay, we'll let him do that. Getting landing lights and all that good stuff on, maintaining those speeds, and let's back this out. And let me tell this gentleman that that's just fine. All right, guys, so it's coming down to it. Let's go ahead and go into the speed function. Up, you got to push this first. We're going to slow the bird to 230. All right. So let's go ahead and deploy those speed brakes so we can get down to 230, guys. And thank you, Aviator JT. I never ran fast in my life, Dre. You have 400 subs. Congrats, man. Thank you so much, Aviator JT. Can you do LeoStixx JFK JetBlue long haul? For sure, Aviator JT. For you, I'm going to put my Discord in there, guys. Again, so let me land and refresh the link. And I'll do that for you, Aviator JT. I definitely owe you that. So we'll do LeoStixx to JFK JetBlue long haul for sure. What aircraft do you want me to fly, Aviator JT? Let me write that down.
Miami traffic, Giant 1118 Heavy. We're on a 10-mile final for ILS 09 approach. Miami traffic.
Thank you so much, Aviator J2. Can't complain, JT. Hop as well with you is what Dave McKee is saying. All right, guys. We are definitely needing to get slowed way down, so let's we're gonna slow down to 210 now. And Miami and surrounding traffic, FedEx 318 is currently descending the Frogs 1, and we are direct to Acer, slowing down to 210 knots for aircraft to file in to land before us on runway 9 for Miami and surrounding traffic. All right, guys, we're going flaps 1. We're going to keep slowing down, guys, to 190. Yes, we know what's on plane. That's okay. We're going to keep them out because we want to slow to 190 as well. All right, there we go. And speed check. Go on flaps 5. Brakes are coming up. Now what we need to do, folks, is we need to clear this out. Okay, clear. Now we need to go to initial ref. We're doing a flaps 25 landing. Bada bing, bada boom. And A340, of course, he says, okay, Aviator JT says A321. All right, A321 it is. And let me go back to the last meter. Okay, so the winds were at 5, so okay, we can basically do 5 over. So approach speed, guys, is going to be 152. And Miami traffic, FedEx 318 is turned to a long final direct leg for runway 09 for Miami traffic. All right, guys. So we got legs, so now we want to slow to 180. And our final approach speed is 152, guys. All right, so we have the localizer captured. And yeah, we're doing this. Let's see what flaps 10 is doing. Flaps 10, 245, speed check, flaps 10. Miami traffic, FedEx 318 is on a final for runway 09, expecting full stop, direct grit, passing grit now in 2.5 nautical miles. Actually, that was a little off, but that's okay. So here we go. We are almost to the point where the glide slope is going to be captured, so we can reduce that and just let it catch the glide slope. There we go. Now we're going to go ahead and start it slowing to our final approach speed. Which we agreed would be 152. You can see those winds dancing us around. And there's that aircraft right in front of us. So we want to make sure we slow way down. I don't know if it was a good thing or a bad thing letting him come in front of us. But we shall see. Let me check you guys out in the chat one more time. Landing time. Let's go. Yes, sir. Landing gear is on the way down.
Dre, bro, it looked like you might be doing a go-around, man. He cut in front of you. He should have extended out behind you a little bit. He was on a downwind when I came in.
Okay, roger that. We're going to keep an eye on him and see what it does. I've slowed down to our approach speed, so I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him. Thank you, brother. All right, guys, flaps 25.
Roger that. We waiting on you, bro. We're going to go ahead and taxi over to Cargo City.
Okay, roger that. And it looks like he's going to be down. We should be fine. All right, so what I'm going to do, guys, we should be fine once we get to our minimums. We will figure that out. Miami traffic, FedEx 318 now on a 5-mile final, full stop, runway 09, last call for Miami traffic. All right, guys, let's hope our kindness. Yeah, he's on the runway. And if he's not, yeah, he's down. Let's see if he makes his turn. See, he's got his spoilers out, so he's good. He'll be off. Okay. All right, guys, landing time. Controls are on. Let me get my feet on these rudder pedals. Sorry about that, guys, with the tracker. Okay. Auto throttles disengaged. My aircraft. $500 check.
Glide slope. 400. Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope.
Okay.
Glide slope. 300. Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope. Approaching minimums. Glide
Landing.
slope. Glide
We're a
slope.
little low on the speed.
Glide slope.
No pressure, bro.
No pressure at all.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
All right, guys. And reverse free, not the best approach, man. Was kind of confused with old boy coming in, but we got her down. Definitely 80 knots. Reverse free, manual braking.
Great landing, broski.
Thank you, good sir. You're too kind, my friend. All right, guys, welcome it in to Miami International. Not the best approach, very kind of busy.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen that message, old boy, China Southern, I think it, whatever the flight is. He said thank you for letting him squeeze in, and he said nice landing, bro.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you. I'm gonna respond to him right now, real quick, if I get the aircraft cleaned up. All right, let's see. Let's go respond to that guy. And our most welcome friend, and thank you. Miami traffic, FedEx 318 is on Tango 3, clear of runway 09, taxi in the cargo city for Miami traffic. All right, guys, let's get our stuff going again here. Let's get the lights off. Boom, boom, boom. And we will get, and I'll check you guys out here in a minute. Let's get the strobe off, and of course, let's get that taxi on. Yeah, towards the end, I was very flustered, but you know, you just gotta stay calm on multitasking. We had a decent landing there, and let's see here, Miami. Where is okay? So we're here on. Actually, it was Tango 8. So we need to come up. Let's see. We need to come up, make a left onto Tango, and take that to Yankee. Left on Tango. Left on Tango. Right on Yankee. And of course, let's clean up that aircraft. We're not doing a replay anyway until we get to.
All right, great. I'm gonna log off VATSIM, do a couple replays, and go into planning, bro. I'll catch up with you in a second.
Okay, roger that. I'm not doing any replays this leg. I'll do them on the next leg. So do your thing, and I'll get the aircraft going.
Roger that.
All right, guys. So no replays for us. Since we're flying the leg back, we're gonna get that. Let's see if this turn is even doable, which I think it is. All right, guys. Thanks for those landing rates. Dave knew what was up. Appreciate you guys. Definitely appreciate you guys with the landing rates. We had a decent one. It'll hopefully be better in Miami. Man, it was just very like, oh boy, coming in kind of threw me off. But no excuses. We still had a pretty good landing. Biggest thing was managing our pitch. Speed was looking good. So we were actually a little under, to be honest with you. Okay, so now we're gonna look for Yankee, and we'll do a ride on Yankee. Let's look at the aircraft. We nice and straightened up. Yeah, guys. Now, what do you guys think? I know what Dave's gonna say. Let me get a vote. Do you guys want to replay or not? Because I'll let Leo know we're gonna do a replay on the landing, but nah, you know what? I think it's too risky. The way my stream's been going, it's too risky. So I'm just gonna say no to the landing replay. We'll do it back at Memphis. This is Yankee here, folks. So, welcome in. We're just finishing our taxi here, guys. And apparently we're going to be sharing some love with DHL here. And Skyhawk SimPilot says, do I know how to use Ortho for XP? I haven't used it yet, but what I'm trying to do is actually wait for my new computer. Because how many gigabytes does that stuff like that take? I mean, I kind of use this computer also for some work-related stuff, which that's why I'm trying to migrate over to the new computer, all of my sim stuff. So I don't quite know how to use Ortho for XP, but that's not because I wouldn't be able to know how to do it. That's because I just haven't done it yet. Okay, so who we got down here? Does it look like FedEx planes down here? Definitely not FedEx, so we got to pull it in somewhere. Let's just keep going down. I don't know where Leo parked at, so I'll just go a little bit further down so we don't spawn on top of each other. We'll go to the next gate. He said blocks are big chunks. Let's see. This one gonna have to come in canted. Actually, let's go further down. There's way more room down there. I don't want Leo to come out of his situation. Let's see here. Let's see how much we got between this plane and that plane. If we were to come left, okay, we're gonna come left in right here on this line. Yeah, definitely, guys. I know I gotta up my I have to up my game, and I know the Ortho actually is gonna make the frames run better. Trying to make sure I hit those boxes. Cool thing is, we know this aircraft uses its own pushback, so we got rid of that problem. Parking brake is set. Let's go back and make sure our APU is available. APU is available. We turn our bleeds off, switch it over to the APU, get the isolation valve on, and guys, we can shut her down. All four are shutting down. Of course, that also means we can get our taxi light off. And we can get the beacon off. Beacon is off, guys, and of course we can also get our where is it at? Where's the transponder, man? Oh, here it is over here. Let me get a better look because I don't know what I'm putting it on. Let's see, it needs to go to standby. There we go, folks. Welcome in to Miami International, and we made it. All right, guys, let me get those controls off for you for now. And yeah, we did it. Kind of crooked in there. But we found it, guys, and we are here at Miami International running that APU. We're just going to run the APU until we refill it. And you can see this must be the China guy that came in the Cargo Lux. He's right there. Atlas aircraft actually park over here. I wonder where the FedEx planes park, because FedEx does run this route as well. Anyway, guys, here we are. Obviously, DHL parks right there. And we've got a few different folks here, but not many, not as much as I expected. But for whatever reason, I'm thinking this is a Friday, and it's not. Let me check you guys out in the chat. Dave says, I'll be back in a few. Need to finish some editing and make sandwich. Freaking starving. Eat up, Dave. FedEx livery is default on the SSG 74. Correct. Dre, send me that livery. FedEx livery. Greenlight says, yeah, Greenlight, just go back and download the version 2.4 and it comes in that version. Greg Hill, send it. Let's get this thing back in the air. Yes, sir. Let's get it done. Greg Hill, welcome aboard, my man. Yes, Skyhawk, and I can teach you if you want. I do want you to teach me, Skyhawk, for sure. And let's still plan on that group flight on the weekend. And he says, from my experience, it's maybe 1.8 gigabytes per block. How many blocks are there, roughly, let's say, to cover the United States, Skyhawk Sim Pilot? And that might be too generalized to ask. Greenlight says, Dave, by the way, nice video with the Twin Otter the other day. I gotta watch that, Dave. I haven't seen that. So, guys, I didn't check it out. What was my actual landing rate? Does anybody know what was the actual landing rate? I didn't even look. I was so busy. But anyway, let's get back down here so we can definitely be far ahead. Greenlight, our brokers, 1.6 tons if you... Oh, 1.6 terabyte. Whoo, that's a lot. Yeah, see, I need to wait for my next computer. That's going to take up all my storage. The whole USA is impossible. No one has done it. It's like 1. Oh, got you. There are 150 blocks. I only have 20 blocks. Okay, so you're only putting the ortho in certain areas. I could do that. I was thinking everybody had the whole country. But I could definitely start doing that. No way in hell I'm fulfilling the USA. Hey man, I don't know. I was just asking. You guys got me laughing, dude. I don't know. All right, man. I feel you, Skyhawk Sim Pilot. We're gonna do some block by block and choose the main areas I fly. Let us go to the... Well, before we put the route in, let's get our fuel and everything situated. According to the flight plan, I did load up some cargo weight. This time we are gonna do 180,000 pounds on the cargo. Payload. So see, we had 150 for this flight. So let's add 30 more, just because we can, and now we can load that. I'm gonna load. I'm almost wondering, should I load the fuel right now? I don't know how long Leo's gonna take. Let's see what we're doing on fuel. You see what we got in there right now. Man, 27. We're good on fuel. I'm thinking, let me put... I did have 3,000 pounds of extra fuel planned, so let's just go ahead and do it now. Fuel, I planned on 75,377 pounds of fuel. Oops. All right, there is 70. There's 75. For our trip, we need...
And Miami traffic, Giant 1119, radio check.
5x5 Giant 1119, and this is still same call sign FedEx 318. All right, so
Roger that. They got you 5x5 as well.
Roger that. I'm just putting in the flight plan, and I'll be ready to go. Standing by for your call for Giant 1119. All right, so we only need about.
Confirm, bro. We're planning now, so we'll be ready momentarily. Let you know when we're ready.
Okay, roger that, my man. All right, so here we go. Now we can get this going since we have the fuel in there. Bada bing, bada boom. Departure. We're doing runway 9, and we are going to do the Huracan Hurricane 1 with the smells. Ooh, transition. All right, smells. Then from smells, we said we're doing a Jetway Quebec 116. Quebec 116 to the VUZ, or Victor Uniform Zulu VOR. That'll be our exiting intersection. And then, of course, we go right into Wasser. Now let me go see what Memphis is doing. Because we can come right back on that same runway. So 20, so winds are still out of the north, guys. So before we finish the flight plan, we always want to double check this out. So this is the terminal. Generally, the two runways right on side of the terminal are the two takeoff runways, and this is 9,000 feet here. But we are heavy. They'll know that, so we're no matter what always going to use the longest runway. So we coming in on runway 36 Charlie, and we're not just going to use 36 right just because. We're going to use the longer runway because we're heavy. So we're going to plan 36 Charlie. So now let me put this flight plan in here. And our St. Louis is our alternate. Let me put this in my Navigraph here, guys, and then we'll get out of here. That way we can be ready to go. Let's see. I'm sorry. It's supposed to be K-MIA, K-MEM, and KSTL. St. Louis Lambert International is the alternate. And let me plug this route up in here. My wife hates when I say it's up in here, so let me not say that too much. Every time I was saying it before, she would look at me and be like, I hate when you say in here. Sorry, baby. I'll do push-ups for you. All right. So the approaches that are, and don't forget HD Simulations is probably online. We'll go check him out here in a second. Give him some love. ILS 36 Charlie is what we're doing. And 1 second here. Oops. Picked the wrong one, right, man. I said 36 Charlie. So we're coming in from the south headed north, so obviously we're gonna have to do a downwind leg. And let me check the approaches here. All right, here's ILS 36 Charlie. Now we also want to pull the arrival up, which is the vanes 3. Okay, so we'll do ours. So we're gonna do ours from one of these points here. See, expecting landing south. Actually, landing north coming up. We should be going straight in. So I don't know what I was talking about. LaRue. Okay, here's Vane. So we're gonna be landing north. So, let me make sure was I even using the right? Let's see, Memphis. Okay, so the looks like Nest could be one that we use. So let's see what we get. Lanes 2, Wasser. Let's come down 3-6 center. Let's see, it's saying, why is this Matkin involved? Is that the, it's Wasser. We didn't select that. Let's unselect this. But this is not the transition point that I wanted, so let's go back to the route and see what we got. Buzz, vanes, da-da-da. Let me see what's up with that. Okay, there it is, Wasser. So that was in there. Wasser, Foss up. Let's make sure that's the last point on the arrival. Okay, Foss up right here. So then I'm assuming Foss up direct here. Let's read the narrative here. Let's see, landing north from Vanes to Foss up, then on track 284. Okay, so Foss up is the last one. So I like that. So let's take that in there, execute that. Buzz, Wasser, erase, Foss up. And then it's got it going to direct to sea salt. Something's not right here. See that? See, that's the second page. Buzz, the Wasser, erase, cram, Foss up. Oh, and then there's no more. Okay, got you. So now we need to come over here and do the arrival, and let's do 3-6 center. And we're just going to do final. So let's see what that looks like. Nest the bud. Let's see what that is. Perfect. We'll take it. All right, so I'll check you guys out here in the chat in a second. I'm just trying to be ready so that we're not holding up anybody here, i.e. Leo, since it's basically we're on his stream, for lack of better words. Let's get it into the plan mode. So you can see we're departing east, left turn on that departure. Let's step through it. Foss up, then from Foss up, Nesbit, and
Alright,
straight
bro,
in.
we calling for pushback. Track nose to the left, and we're going to look Looks like we're gonna taxi out Yankees and Sierra down to Sierra 1 for Giant 1119.
All right, roger that. Okay, roger that. Giant 1119. We'll be starting APU and pushing back as well. We'll follow you, Yankee Sierra Sierra 1 to runway 9 for Giant, as you were, FedEx 318. All right, guys. So flight plan looks good. Let us look at our standard instrument departure here, which we are leaving on the Huracan 1. So we need to come back to Miami and look for that. Before we do that, let's get this down. We can set up the MCP while we taxiing. APU is already on, so we are ahead of the game. Okay, so we will get our lower beacon on. Let's update the weather and just make sure that we are most certainly. Let's see here. Alright, weather is updating, so 3008 on the altimeter. Alright, we're good there, guys. Let's go out and see what gate we're at. Okay, we're gonna do nose to the left. Cool. Let's get this back off of the plan mode and get this range pulled up. Let's look at our taxi now. Cargo City, so we're gonna come here, Sierra. Taxi all the way Sierra 1. Miami traffic. FedEx 318 here at Cargo City. We'll be pushing back onto Romeo, nose facing to the south, and taxi to runway 9 via Sierra 1 for departure on the Hurricane 1 for Miami traffic. All right, guys. Let us, bada bing, bada boom, turn this music off, even though it's getting awfully mysterious on the tunes. Live streaming after you. Captain Miles says, Aviator JT says, negative 280 landing, not bad. Okay, thank you, Aviator JT. I found my phone, I'm back, Aviator JT says, cool. And here we go, guys. So now we know how to get into the pushback. What we have to do is just ensure that this is off. So let's get that all the way off. Bada bing, bada boom. And let's see here. Entered. You know what? Let's put that parking brake back on. We entered 75.5, but we never loaded it. Let's see. It says fueling. Oh, okay. So we did 75.5 total fuels in there. So I don't know why it says predicted. Oh, enter. Okay, cool. So now we can go to the pushback. The parking brake is off. Pushback is running. Well, here's the thing. We're not pushing back anywhere. Continuation on MROC to Impulse Skyhawk this weekend. I got a fly for us. Okay, cool. Yeah, for whatever reason, our pushback is not working. He got his pushback. I wonder what's going on. Well, I tell you, this is more sim problem. Let's see. Let's get our transponder on, so we don't forget that. And I'll get my flight plan in the air, because I sure haven't done that on VATSIM network. There's no ATC, so there's no cause for that. I'm just trying to figure out why my pushback is not working now. Okay, let's stop that, take that off, reset the parking brake, unset the parking brake, turn the push back on, and yeah, we got nothing going here. So I wonder if now we can do, let's try, well, let me turn this pushback off before that happens. Stop that, turn that off, and see what happens with a regular pushback.
Sending push cart now.
Now, if it does the same thing, who knows? Sending push cart now. This is crazy, you know. Oh, use your throttle, Chris Chiadla says. Okay, yeah, let me try that. Let's see. Let's see. Alt to Control T to stop the tug. Okay, let me try that. And thank you for that, Chris. Okay, boom, boom, boom. Throttle's still not working either. Parking brake is off. Alright guys, I do not really, let's see, is there anything up top? Let's see, we got the beacon is on both. Nav is on, strobe is off. I'm trying to think, is there anything else that would preclude me from pushing back? I don't know what it would be. We left everything else on because we were running the APU bleed is on. Yeah, man, I think this thing, something's going on. We're definitely not trying better pushback. So we're gonna have to do a gangster move, and hopefully it allows us the aircraft to move. So let's go ahead and start 2 of our engines. See, isolation valves or APU bleed is on. This may be the problem right here, guys. We still had our packs running, but I thought I had turned them off. But sometimes I don't get paid to think. Let's see if we got to start now. Let's try the start again. Let's extinguish that. We had all our fuel off, so our packs were on. That was a problem. Packs are off. Isolation valve is open. Da 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 da. Window heat, fuel pumps are on. Okay, let's go now. Let's try.
Here we go.
Look at that. Look at that, guys. This is the weirdest thing ever. All of a sudden, here we go, me trying to start that engine. But we got a problem. The engines are not starting, so let's cancel that start.
Okay, safe travels.
And I guess homeboy said that's all you get. All right, boom, boom, boom. Bleed off. Packs running. Parking brake is set. Again, I don't know why. See, buses are good. Everything is good. APU is on and running. APU gens are on. Our pumps, hydraulic pumps, are to auto. So I'm not quite sure why we're not getting a start here. Let's try again. So let's see here, guys. This may be the end of the flow for us here. Neakin nav. Let's see. Off, off, off. Let's try turning the hydraulic pumps off. Maybe it doesn't like that. I don't know. This is our generators. The utility buses are working and up and up. Let's try starting a different engine. And this is our bleeds. Isolation valves open. Packs off. Engine bleeds are all off, obviously. See, the packs are off. I thought maybe the packs would have been the problem. Let's do APU bleed again. Man. Let me check Leo's stream to see if this bad boy's up and running. Looks like his joint is running. I do not know what the problem is, man. Alright, once again, we've got issues here. All the fuels are off, so that's not an issue. The throttles are in the idle position. I'm just trying to figure out why we are not getting any start up here. So let's go through this. Let's see, equipment cooling, drink temperature. I mean, everything is on the auto. We should have a nice quick turnaround. Drew Stone said his pushback went a little crazy.
And Miami traffic, Giant 1119 heavy, taxiing to runway 9 via Yankee, Sierra to Sierra 1 from Cargo City, Miami traffic.
Okay, that's off. Release. Okay, you know what? Let me try something here. Release brakes. Let's see if this pushes us back a little bit more. Maybe it won't give us an engine start unless we push back. Because you know how funny it was on the other one. I wonder if we had to reset the flight. Maybe that's what it was. But he didn't do his. So, man, I don't know. He might have to go on his own. I don't want to hold him up. All right, come on, man. I truly, honestly don't know what's going on. All the fuels are in the cutoff position. The APU is running. Without a shadow of doubt in my mind, the APU is up and running. See here, APU, EGT, 100% N1. As far as electrical is concerned, okay, electric's coming from the APU. Let me try one thing here. Let's do edit failures. Man, guys, we are dead in the water. Then look, it added total fuel for us, 7,000 pounds. We didn't do that. We didn't add that fuel in there, so. And Giant flight 1119, FedEx 318 is having engine problems. Man, you might have to take this leg on your own. We cannot get the aircraft started whatsoever. It's crazy. It added us extra fuel in here, which it says 75.5, so you guys saw that. So
He's a hammer. The bigger the better.
Boom, boom, boom. Fuel truck, see, 75.5. So how did we get total 86? So maybe it added that on top of the fuel that we already had. So let's try something here. So let's see, load that. Enter at 75.5, so I don't know why that's in there. 63. Empty tanks. Let's try this. All right, let's load that. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, Drew. Leftover fuel. Well, if it doesn't go right, we'll get into the landing replay and we're going to call it a day, guys. Because we're having so much problems here on the channel, man. And we'll just get into a replay. What you guys are hearing is HD. I'm just checking in on his while we're dealing with this. Alright, so total 75,000 pounds. Total 75,000 pounds. Let's try that. Here's what we're going to do, guys. Let's go ahead and connect the ground power. Maybe you need to turn the APU off and on. So let's turn the APU off. Turn the bleed off. All right, let's mute HD's stream. And Leo, he's definitely taxiing. Okay, let's go back to our electric panel. External power. See, it's feeding in from external power 1 and 2. Let's make sure the APU is all the way cooled off. Okay, APU is all the way cooled off, so let's try to restart it. Okay, so at least the APU is coming back on, guys. So hopefully this works and we get an engine start. That'll just tell you guys that you got to actually turn your APU off. Just waiting for this to say 100%. All right, we got 100% there. So let's go back up top now. APU generators are available. So APU generators available on. Skog Pilot says internet went down. Sorry about that, brother. Okay, ground power off. Isolation valve is open. Bleed's open. Alright, guys, and we got nothing. So I just really don't understand why we have nothing and we're pushed back on this ramp. Let's see. Off, off, off. Isolation valves have to be open. These are off. You know, the fuel was all turned off. That's how we turned the aircraft off. Off, 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 off. So, yeah. So, I don't know, man. It's definitely something that's glitched out and not working here whatsoever. Trim air is on, which is fine. Boom, boom, boom. APU off. Any ideas, anybody, before I start this bad boy up? Norm. Or try to, or stop the stream.
And Miami traffic, Giant 1119 heavy. We're taking 09 for departure. We'll be departing on Hurricane 1, Miami traffic.
All right, let's at least get out and look at Leo take off, and then we'll get into our replay, man, because this ain't going well at all for us. So, looks like today Miami's going to be our full stop. We got Leo down here, and we got this other China. This is the guy that came in with me. And looks like he did his flip, is rolling out as well. So hope he has a good flight as well. Hey, have a good return leg for us, Leo. We stuck here with the mechanics with engine failure. So we got you on cam right now. We're going to watch you depart for Giant 1119.
Roger that. What'd you do to her, bro?
Absolutely nothing. Everything is working well in the aircraft. Nothing, and we just couldn't get the engines on. Bleeds are on. We went through everything. No ideas on the stream, so I think it just might be a glitch, brother, like the pushback situation.
All right. Once I get up, I'll try to scrub through yours and see what's going on. See if I can give you a hand there.
All right, brother. Roger that. We'll just sit here, keep trying to work the problem. In the meantime, I'm just going to watch you on departure and this other 747 behind you for Cargo Lux.
Roger that. We're going down. See you.
Right rudder, baby. Toga. All right, so he is all lined up. Good to go in his Atlas livery, and he's going to be pretty much flying this leg solito. Unfortunately, man, I was looking forward to doing that return too, so we could get a less distracted landing with all that was going on. Skyhawk Sim Pilot says Ortho 4XP after the stream. He'll help me with it, no doubt. We'll do Discord on that one, Skyhawk. So there we go, Leo. Let me pull up his stream well. I'm watching in real time. Man, I hate when my mouse does that. Get in there, man. There we go. There's his takeoff right now. Let's unmute him.
Forward pressure.
V1.
Look at her lifting up. I'm not even doing anything. That's
There he goes.
V2.
Because of the rate, gear can come up.
And he's out of there. Good one, Leo. Good one. Come on, man. Get over there.
Yes, Lord.
All right. So Leo is out of there. Let's go take a look at this other gentleman here. It looks like he is now lining up to get out of there, guys. And then we're probably going to end up going back to do our replay. Captain Miles says, okay, he's firing up for his stream now. Yep, I'll definitely be trying to see what was on and crack it with this. The 747 is looking good as well. He's lined up center line. And more than likely, he's just going to wait until Leo clears the airspace for him to take off. There goes Leo right there, up and booking. And we're stuck here with the mechanics, guys. Roger that, Skyhawk Sim Pilot, and I'll go into Discord and make sure you have my, I'm going to give you, I'll DM you my phone number, Skyhawk. Or we could just do it right through Discord. That way, hey, let's do the Ortho Skyhawk Sim Pilot for the flight we got coming up on the weekend, brother. So he's just sitting there. He's definitely given enough space. All right, man. So we had turned the music off, but it is just too quiet waiting on this cat. There he goes. All right, and this is the gentleman. He did his flip. This is the guy that came in front of me, who asked if he could slip in front of me, and he did, and it worked out. A little bit of confusion, but definitely no worries there. I hope he has a good flight. There he goes. And he's out of there, guys. Boom. Let's try this engine start one more time, man. All right, just for giggles, let's close the isolation valve and see. Yeah, because they got to be opened. See, the isolation valves is what lets that hot air transfer over from the APU bleed to help start the engine. So I figured it wasn't that. I'm just desperate at this point. Because literally there's nothing else. In order to start this engine, you need to have your APU blade on, every other engine bleeds off, packs off, isolation valve open so the air can transfer over from the APU, and try turning your fuel on. Yeah, I just did that, Chris. Let's try that again, but yeah. Let's try number one. Let's go from the left side here. So you can turn the fuel on, but all that's going to happen is going to show that fuel is trying to be introduced up there. So when you turn it off, that'll extinguish, which is what's supposed to happen. But what also is supposed to happen is that we get some engines working. So guys, I'm not going to belabor the stream. Let us just go into our replay now. So we're going to log off. Let me just text him. Now he switched call signs, so he is GTI 1119.
And Miami traffic, UPS 017 Heavy coming out UPS ramp. Gonna be taxi runway 08 right via Kilo 1 Lima 1. Miami traffic.
Let's see, error processing text command. So I don't know what. Okay, I'll just go into his stream and tell him that. In the meantime, guys, we're disconnecting from the VATSIM network, which we are now officially disconnected. And we are going to get into a replay. Hopefully it doesn't crash the stream. I'm going to get out of your guys' way because you don't need to see me anymore now that we're just going to do this replay. Let's come back quite a bit. So now we are into the replay here on the Dre Sanchez YouTube channel. Sorry for those who watch this post stream, not realizing that we got some serious issues happening. All right. Let's see, we should be getting that gear out here any second. Because I know for sure we landed with landing gear. And I know for sure we had our landing lights on now. Let's see if that's being modeled. Okay, there we go. There's that gear. I was about to get worried. I'm going to say everything is glitching. There we go, guys. We got that gear coming out. Woo! And let's see what type of replay we got here. Okay. This is the one. Miami Tower is not any good for replays because the building blocks the doggone landing zone. So we'll have to be very useful with our views. Got you, Skyhawk SimPilot. Wait so I can call you in 30 minutes. His Wi-Fi is stuttering. Everybody's having issues today, man. Let's get this aviator tablet out of here. We don't need this thing anymore, guys. We don't need no stinking aviator tablet. So hopefully our surfaces are going to be remodeled because that would be nice. Music is too soft for an arrival like this. We need something robust. All right, she was coming in nicely, guys. Woo, she was looking good. Let's get another one of those guys. Look at her. Look at her. Even though her engines don't work right now. Oh my goodness. So, here she is. We had that attitude pitched up, as we should have, for our glide slope. I feel like the attitude was pitched up a little higher. I ended up coming slower than I wanted to. But we came in nice and low, of course. And let's see what that touchdown looked like, guys. At this point, I'm trying to get center line. We were still high, just kind of floating. Look how high attitude that nose was up. It was dangerous business banking like that, but we did. Still trying to get her center line. Okay, there's that touchdown. No tail strike. Nose came down nice and soft and pretty much ended up being center line, guys. That's how we were rolling, man. That's how we were rolling. Let's look at that now. Okay, right there. So at this point I had realized, okay, I'm not center line, which you guys know that's my pet peeve. And I was higher than I wanted to be. So now we're probably gonna start banking right, your left, because I knew something was off. Look, we weren't even over the runway right there. Oh my goodness. We managed to get her down though, guys. Try looking at that as a plane spotter in real life, which you see them sometimes like that. That's more or less when there's a lot of weather though. All right, look, we used that rudder before the front wheel touchdown, guys. We're still getting it over. So not too bad. Yeah, Leo says that was a sexy land high angle of attack, but the FedEx livery is sexy on that thing, bro. I agree, Leo. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, big dog. Hope you're having a good flight. I'm going to definitely be on your stream supporting you on your last leg. Yeah, right there is, so right here is kind of where it went wrong. We were lined up right here, so I don't, maybe it was an overcorrection, but whatever it was, we got it. We didn't get a wing or a tail strike. Yeah, Captain Mall, I feel you, man. He says he could never land a 747 that well, but, you know, we had a pretty good approach. It was a busy approach with that aircraft kind of throwing us off, man. So we doing Replay City. We doing Replay City right now, guys, here on the channel. Don't mind us. Don't forget to go check out HD Simulation. He's streaming now. Don't forget to continue to check out LeoStixx86. He is doing our return leg because we have a broke aircraft, man. All right, we're going to get a couple more landing replays, and then we'll be on with that. We'll get one from the right wing, run this one, and Captain Mall says he's using the 747 on the stream tonight, right in the underbelly of the beast. Look at that attitude. It almost looks like we're taking off. There's that touchdown. We got her in. Definitely Definitely a little funky on that one, guys. We're not tripping though. Let's bring her back, bring her back, bring her on back, guys. Magic tricks all day long. All day long, guys. So we'll get the right side on landing here. We'll do a little replay. Then we're going to do the left side. And then, guys, we are going to call it what it is. A day and go support Leo HD, Captain Ma, whoever else is streaming. Almost done, buddy. Let me get a fist bump. My little Capitan son is in here. But amazingly enough, the stream just from there to here and all the shenanigans, it's still a 3-hour and 34-minute stream. So we've been streaming for a hot second.
Approaching minimum.
She was on the way in, folks. There's where we're banking left right now.
30. 20. 10.
Well, you know, some things go right, some things go wrong. Sometimes my surfaces, okay, are not modeled on my replays. They're modeled in real time, but they're not modeled on the replays. All right, and that's pretty slick how this little wind catch comes back out. And they modeled that really good on that surface, guys. All right, come on, one last replay, which will be back over to that static view on the left side. Let's run it back one more time. And we're gonna go way back. So while it's going back, guys, let me jump on camera. Hey, appreciate you guys for riding along as always. Aviator JT, thank you for getting me to my 400 subscribers. Man, you guys, I wouldn't have any subscribers without you guys, man. So definitely appreciate it. Although on this channel, we don't necessarily strive just to be the most subscribers, the most whatever. We're just having fun, learning, hanging out with each other, and it will grow organically. But we'll do it together. The journey is real, guys. That's what I always tell everybody. The journey to get somewhere is real, and that's what really gives you the satisfaction of completing the journey or doing the journey together. It's not about, sometimes it's not about the finish line, even though we keep the finish line in sight. It's about the journey. And here on the channel, the journey is that we're going to have a great time flying together. We should fly together, respect each other, as well as encourage each other, help each other, and that's what I see so far on the channel. So I appreciate it 100, no doubt. On this Thursday, we were able to fly with Captain LeoStixx86, and we had a bunch of you guys on board. So with that being said, man, God bless, one love. We're gonna ride it out on the left wing once I hit play, and take it into the gate where it shuts down, and that'll be that for the day, guys. So let's get that happening. And as always, I look forward to seeing you guys. If I don't stream tomorrow, it looks like Skyhawk, Simpilot, and myself will be streaming, sure, sometime this weekend. So stay tuned for that, and hopefully I'll have some ortho for you. So once again, God bless each and every one of you. Thank you for the support. Let's continue to grow the channel. You know, it says Dre Sanchez on it, but it's all ours. Together we can enjoy it. And next flight request we have at some point is LAX to Miami in a JetBlue for Aviator JT. But we're going to get that flight this weekend done first. And if I do fly tomorrow, maybe I'll start it earlier and do LAX to Miami for JetBlue. I think that's the route that he wanted. Anyway, on to the view that we want to see, which I believe is here. And let's see if we can clean it up a little bit more. Get better look at those engines. There we go, guys. In the meantime, thanks for flying, guys. Look, you can even see a little bit of the elevator in the back, but we'll leave it like this. Thanks for flying along, guys, with us here into the Miami area. And look forward to seeing you guys on the next one for sure on the Dre Sanchez YouTube channel. God bless, one love, I'm gone. And I'll still be responding in the chat. You won't hear my voice anymore. Deuces.